What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is the 4th of May. We're taking a look at ARCBLOCK/Tether. This will be a daily chart. We're going to talk about recent price action. We're going to talk about some higher price targets way above the market. Guys, welcome. Let's check out ABT USDT is the ticker symbol. Gate.io is where the price data is from. Guys, ARCBLOCK has moved in the past 4 days off of a higher low here. We have roughly moved to where we're currently sitting at 51%. Massive breakout. We have a higher high. We are sitting and have topped out just at resistance. Let's talk about that. We have a group here of higher highs, higher lows, little sideways consolidation here, ping-ponging, I call it, in between 231, 200, and 211.05 to those purple levels, and then we broke out into new highs once again. Very nice to see that take place. The markets so far have been finding resistance right at the 351.470 is the level I have on my chart so far. That is where yesterday closed, basically on the money. We got a close yesterday 353.288, so slightly above the 351.470, and today we are finding resistance right at that level. This is a perfect example of how these levels work when the markets approach. So as markets approach upper levels, it can have a reaction on the price, pulling the price back to it and closing below it or near it. And we saw that yesterday. Today we are trading below it. Markets are trading right now at 337.490. So there is a chance of a pullback here. Of course, we'll see how we close on today's candle. It's Saturday, the 4th. If we close below the 351.470 level, that's this in green right here, the odds favor a move lower down to 307.390. That's this green line on the chart. There is a chance of a push lower than that into this old high over here, so that's going to take you to the 289.540. So there's the chance of that too. But it's very nice to see this thing move 50% in so far, where we're trading at 4 days for ARCBLOCK. Very nice. We have some, let's do a quick recap real quick. It's been a while, and then we're going to talk about some higher price targets, guys. Quick recap here. ARCBLOCK was in this cup with handle. I mean, this is one of the most perfect cup with handles I have seen in a long time. Now, I don't specifically run screeners looking for cup with handles. I just, over the years, you just happen to spot them and other chart patterns when they present themselves on a chart. But anyways, this one played out darn near perfect. We have this big rounding basing structure. We have the pullback. And then this thing took off like a rocket, and it went right into the resistance, which was at $2.89.540 right here. We had 1, 2, 3. We had a bearish engulfing pattern candle, on the 10th, and that was the top for a while up until recently. Massive breakout. So it seems like, looking at the history of ARCBLOCK, that it goes on these big runs, a couple days or so, makes a big move, and then goes into a consolidation period. So 1, seeing 50+% move in a couple days. 2, finding resistance right at the 51.470. I wouldn't be surprised to see a consolidation period take place here over the next week or two. We'll see if Bitcoin continues to pull back. It's finding some resistance right now, or does it continue higher? That will obviously weigh on ARCBLOCK as well as the rest of the market here. If you look back in, let's go back just a little bit here. Here is a consolidation in ARCBLOCK, basically from the high, the 5th of February until the 20th of February. And then we went on to make a massive run in 3 days. So ARCBLOCK moved in 3 days from the close 88% and then went on this big consolidation here. So again, I wouldn't be surprised to see the top in for now for ARCBLOCK and it go into a, 1 to 3 week or so consolidation period before, maybe making another run to the upside. But all looks good right now for the overall trend. But when markets move too fast, right? So that could be either too high or too low in a short period of time, you'll usually see that pause, consolidate before continuing on. Either in that same trend or in the opposite trend. The yin and the yang of the markets needs to be equal. Otherwise, you'll get sharp spikes up, which is out of whack, and then it'll actually pull back, consolidate, continue on, in one direction or the other. Is it possible for markets to go straight up? We've seen crazy things happen. Do they hold? That's the thing. They don't hold. They have to pull back, and you have to have balance. You have to have a balance. Anyways, before I get too far gone there, we're going to talk about some higher price targets here for ARCBLOCK. Crazy high. I didn't know I had targets this high, so I, before this video, ran some calculations again, and so hang in there for the end of this video. So like I said, consolidation period more than likely going to take place. I have the prices on the right-hand side so you can see them. 351,470 is our current resistance level. Let's see where we close today. 307,390 is the next potential support. Below that, and then it's 289,540. I don't have that on the screen, but it's this red line right here, just about where the old high was. So let's talk about some upper price targets here. So I have a range for ARCBLOCK that I've had on this chart for a while. That was up there at the $8 to $10 range. That's this box right here. This represents the $8 to $10 range for ARCBLOCK for my targets. I've been asked before. I don't know when. I don't know when. That's just what my targets were up there. Well, ran some calculations here on the chart. Not sure how I missed this before, but that's why I went back and just double checked, because I wanted to have the chart updated since it's been a while. So we have two new targets way above the market, guys. For starters, we have one up there well below, or well above, I should say, our 8 to 10. For starters, $13.44 is a target I have way above the market. $13.44. We also have one above that at $16.81. Massive moves to the upside. To give you an idea of what that would look like, we're trading at 337. We're trading at 364 right now. 336 right now, excuse me. We were, so to the $8 range, that's 138%. To the $10 range, you're looking at, let's call it 200% higher. To $13 range, right about there, you're about a 300% move higher. And to the $16 range, almost $17 range, you're at a 400% move, guys. That is, right now, the highest price target I have for ARCBLOCK is $16.81. Now, keep in mind, all along the way, so between where we're at now, or between my resistance at 351,470 and 1681, Assuming price continues higher over time here, I will have many areas and the price will find resistance and find support many countless times before we get up to 1681. The odds of the market going from where we're at now and shooting straight up to call it $8, $10, 13, 16 are very slim. Doesn't mean we're not going to see double-digit percent gains, but then we'll get pullbacks along the way and so on. There's a chance that you could see a $16 ARC block given enough time and the right market conditions. So that is that, guys. Once again, very nice 50+% rally in, let's see, 4 to 5 days. We're getting a pullback perfectly at one of my levels. That's just how I like it to see it, and that's why I have them on the charts. Just gives me an idea of where the markets are most likely going to go and where they're most likely going to find either resistance and or support, the ones below the market. So 8 to 10 still valid, but right now 13 to 16 is the big targets above the market. 1681 to be exact, 1344 to be exact. Maybe a little bit of a consolidation here, guys, 1 to 3 weeks. And then, you know, obviously keep your eye on Bitcoin and what that's doing. And then maybe we'll start to get another breakout. Guys, thanks for watching. If you are not yet subscribed, go ahead and join us here on the channel. Turn the bell on if you want to be notified when the videos are uploaded. Have a great rest of your weekend. We'll catch you in the next one.